garden on a sun lounger. Her husband, babyface Terry Medford, comes out with a tray of orange juice. Starring Terry Scott and June Whitfield. Terry sits down on his sun lounger, which suddenly collapses underneath him. Written by Colin Bostock Smith. Terry peeps out through the front room net curtains at a large house over the road. In the driveway, a man wearing a flat cap is pruning a shrub into the shape of a bird. Terry puts his thumb up to his nose and waggles his fingers in a schoolboy gesture, then changes it to a wave when the man looks round. June comes into the front room.
Making faces at Mr. Dobson again, Terry?
No, I just got something in my eye.
Well, you won't get it out by putting your thumb on the end of your nose and wiggling your fingers.
All right, so I was making faces at him again. He deserves it. Have you seen him clipping his peacock again?
Peacock looks more like a giant mushroom to me.
I thought it was an angle poised lamp, but he says it's a peacock. Have you seen my peacock, Medford? Clip, 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 clip. I know what I'd like to do with those shears.
Mr. Dobson is quite harmless. All he's doing is spending his Saturday relaxing. He's doing something he really enjoys. You know, you should do the same.
Is that an invitation?
Could be.
Ah.
If you really enjoy painting the bathroom.
No, I meant...
Oh, I know what you meant.
Well, it might take my mind off Dobson for a minute.
Honestly, the rivalry between you two is so silly. First of all, he buys a coaching lamp, so you buy two. Then he buys a garden seat. And we have to have more furniture out on the lawn than we've got in the house. And then he buys a little stone garden gnome. And we end up with a plastic wishing well with 3 plastic noddies fishing in it.
The way I feel about Dobson, you're lucky there are only fishing in it. June?
No, Terry.
But you don't know what I'm going to say yet.
Oh, yes, I do. And we're not buying a bush for you to carve into the shape of a peacock.
No, I wasn't thinking of a peacock. I thought maybe 2 large fingers. He's still clipping away. Go on, keep clipping, Percy Thrower. You'll end up with a spanner.
Well, at least you won't have to watch him tomorrow.
How come?
The vicar phoned. He's popping in later. I think he wants you to act as sidesman tomorrow. The chap who usually does it has a cold.
No, it's always the same, isn't it? As soon as there's the problem, who is the first person they send for? Good old Terry, that's who. Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to help the vicar out.
Oh, good, because he's asked everyone else.
June goes into the hallway.
0243. Oh, yes. Oh, hold on, please. It's Sir Dennis.
Oh, Sir Dennis on a Saturday?
Well, actually, it's his secretary, Miss Fennell. She wants to speak to you. She says it's good news and bad news.
Oh, perhaps it's about Sir Dennis. He didn't look too well yesterday. Perhaps he's ill.
Is that good news or bad news?
Depends if it's catching.
Sorry to call you in today, Medford.
I bet you are, sir. I'm sure you are, sir.
After all, it is Saturday.
Is it? I didn't think about it. I just came as soon as I got your call, sir. After all, I always say the company comes first. Any day you want me, I'll be here, ready, willing, and able. Well, not necessarily able, but 2 out of 3 is not bad, is it, sir? Anything I can do, anytime, anywhere?
There is something you can do for me right away.
What's that, sir?
Shut up and listen.
Yes, sir.
Now then, have you ever heard of Prince Abdul Aziz?
I think so. Yes, sure, I must have.
Well, who is he?
Isn't he the one that steals the lamp from Aladdin and locks him in a cave? And then Widow Twankey has to sell the cow for a bag of beans. And then I think I've got the wrong prince, haven't I, sir?
Abdul Aziz is an Arabian prince. He comes from one of those oil-rich states to whom we've been shelling out vast sums of money over the past 20 years. Well, now, we're going to get some of it back.
Are we really?
Well, you're not. I am. He's all set to place a contract for a large quantity of our equipment before he flies back to the Middle East tomorrow.
Splendid.
Yes, but there is a slight snag, a little problem, a bit of a tricky one.
So you sent for me?
Yes. I must be getting old or something.
Oh, don't worry, sir. I can handle it. Whatever it is. Whatever is it?
Well, this is the prince's first visit to this country, and he wants to spend the night with a typical, ordinary British family.
Poor devil.
No. He wants to do it. He wants to find out how we live. I mean, imagine if you were in Abu Dhabi. Wouldn't you want to find out how the Arabs do it?
I hadn't really thought about it, sir.
Well, he has, and he wants to find out how we do it.
Was he?
How we live, Medford.
Oh, yes, of course, sir. And you want me to find the right British family? Oh, you found the right British family? And it's us? Oh, I mean, surely, sir, it shouldn't be us. I mean, we are not worthy. I mean, surely the Prince should stay with you, sir.
Oh, no. Out of the question, Medford, no. 3 reasons. A, he wants an ordinary British family, and there's nothing ordinary about me. B, my housekeeper is away this weekend. C?
Yes, I see, sir. Yes.
Let us see, Medford.
Oh, yes.
We must not forget your dear lady.
Who?
June.
Oh, yes, of course, I see. Yes, a good companion, charming hostess, and excellent cook.
And above all, she is blonde.
What?
Not fact of life, Medford. Arabs go for blondes.
Now, wait a minute, sir. I mean, there are lots of other chaps in the office who've got blonde wives. I mean, why pick on me?
Because I've already asked everyone else.
Oh.
And unfortunate for you, they came up with ready and cogent reasons why they shouldn't do it.
Well, I've got a very good reason why I shouldn't do it.
Yes, but they came up with their reasons in 5 seconds flat.
Well, I'm sure I have absolutely splendid, cogent, and very interesting reasons why...
Time's up.
I'll do it.
I thought you'd say something like that, Medford. Now, listen very carefully. The Arab, funny people. In the first place, they don't eat pork.
Oh, well, that's all right. We've got liver and bacon tonight, sir.
And where do we get bacon from?
Well, we get ours from Sainsbury's, I
Pigs, man!
know. Oh, yes.
Now, drink?
No, thank you, but if you want your brandy...
The Arabs, Medford, do not drink.
Don't they?
Never.
Never?
Not a drop passes their lips.
God, I must get thirsty.
Alcohol, Medford, they do not drink alcohol. In fact, the sight of it offends them. So, there must be no alcohol in the house or in the host.
Oh, no, Sir Dennis, no.
Next, their attitude to women. Now, the Arab sees women as totally subservient. They come second in all things, do exactly what they are told, and exist solely to serve the male.
Really?
Moreover, they keep their women covered up. They do not like to see legs or bosoms.
They like surprises.
Now we come to religion, Medford.
Oh.
The Arab is very religious.
Oh, well, that's all right. So are we. I mean, we've got the vicar coming round tonight.
What? Well, don't let them meet, for God's sake. The prince is a Muslim. He'll think your vicar is a false prophet.
Funny, that's what half our parish council thinks.
Well, I think that's everything. I'll go and get the prince.
Where is he, sir?
I left him in your office, praying.
I know the feeling.
Well, you phone your wife and warn her.
Yeah, right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, one last thing. Now, Arab custom. When the prince meets you, he will say, As-salam alaikum.
Will he?
And you will say, Alaikum as-salam.
What?
Have you got that? Alaikum as-salam.
Alaikum as-salam. Alaikum as-salam. Alaikum as-salam. Oh, no, don't ring off, Julie. No, it's not some weirdo. It's me. That's not very funny. Look, we've got a visitor tonight.
A genuine Arab prince? What, in our house? Oh, Terry. Oh, yes, of course we can cope. That's all right. We're having liver and bacon tonight. Well, we usually get it from Sainsbury's. Oh, sorry. No drink. That's easy. Well, you drank it all last night, celebrating the end of another week, remember? Yes. I'll wear a long dress. Where are we going? What? What's wrong with my legs? Oh, I see. Temptation. What, a glimpse of leg might put ideas in his head. Well, you have something in common then, won't you? Oh, no, all right. Yes, I'll be ready. Goodbye.
The office.
Your Highness, may I present your host for tonight, Mr. Terence... Medford, where are you? His Highness, Prince Abdul Aziz.
As-salam alaikum.
Medford?
I like 'em salami.
Sir Dennis grimaces.
But not made of pork. Is that all right, sir? Welcome to England, Your Highness.
Thank you.
I hope you're enjoying your stay.
I'm always most interested to visit underdeveloped countries. Tell me, everywhere I see such tiny houses, do you live in a tiny house too?
Yes.
How strange.
At least we don't live in tents. We don't live intentionally in them. We'd like to live in a nice big house.
Then why don't you?
Because all the nice big houses have been bought by the Arabian.
Terry looks worried by what he almost said. Later, Terry takes the prince's luxury designer suitcases out of the boot of his Sierra, then opens the back door and bows.
Your Highness.
The prince gets out and Terry smiles towards his house.
Here we are, Your Highness, home. Be it ever so humble, all tiny.
Such a lovely garden.
Well, I try, mate.
The prince walks over to Mr. Dobson's house and Terry runs after him.
Such beautiful things. Then this bush is very nice.
Actually, Your Highness, this isn't my house. That's my house.
Oh.
My guest, Prince Abdul Aziz, was just inspecting your garden.
Especially this bush. What made you carve it into the shape of a camel's head?
Actually, it's a peacock.
He is a prince. I think he knows what he's talking about. Care to follow me, Your Highness?
Terry leads the prince over to his house and Mr. Dobson gets on with pruning his peacock. June comes into the hallway wearing an Arabian-style dress and headscarf and looking like she's just walked out of a Turkish Delight advert. Terry leads the prince in.
Your Highness. Your Highness. This is my wife, June.
Your Highness.
Ah, I am enchanted to meet you, madam.
Oh, how nice.
You must forgive my clumsiness. You see, I am practicing my Western customs. I am trying to become like a typically Englishman.
Oh, please don't do that, Your Highness.
Yeah, this is very nice. Shall we go through to the living room?
Oh, yes. No.
What?
Let's go through to the kitchen.
Kitchen? You can't take on a guest into the kitchen.
Terry.
No. Excuse me, Your Highness. Would you care to admire our tiny hall and staircase for a moment? What's the matter with you?
The vicar's in there.
Oh, God. In his collar and all?
Yes, what do we do?
Oh, I don't know. I'll bluff my way through it.
Can you?
Well, if I don't, they'll probably start another holy war. Have you finished, Your Highness? Apparently, we have a visitor, but nothing to worry about.
He's just come to see Terry about his service.
June.
Service?
Yes, in tennis. I help him with his service.
I see.
Yes. Perhaps you'd like to come and say hello. He's a bit eccentric. He wears his collar back to front.
I understand.
Well, shall we go in? I'll lead the way.
Yeah. June. Women come second, remember?
Oh, sorry. Your Highness.
Thank you.
Second, maybe, but not third.
She goes in before Terry.
Good evening. Prince Aziz, may I introduce a friend of ours who is also the local friend of ours?
I shan't say, Terry. I just want to check that you're okay for tomorrow morning.
Of course, I'll be there.
He helps me out with my service, you know.
So Mr. Medford told me.
Very good he is at it, too.
Really? You would not think so to look at him.
That's very true.
What?
So I can rely on you, Terry.
Yes, of course, I'll be there. Now, I'll just see our visitor out.
I can see that you two are real enthusiasts.
Oh, yes, we're at it every Sunday.
You may be interested to learn that it has caught on in my country, too.
In your country? But surely
Oh, yes, it is very popular.
Well, I know our missionaries do wonderful work, but...
Yes, all the young people are very keen on it.
How marvelous.
Yes, in fact, I soon predict that it will be more popular than football.
Just wait till I tell the Archbishop.
Archbishop?
Yes, he's the man who sits in a very high chair and tells people the score.
Goodbye, and bless you.
Bless you? Why did he say bless you?
Ah, Achoo!
I beg your pardon.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. It's an English custom. Whenever anyone says bless you, we sneeze.
How interesting.
Yes. Would you like to see your bedroom?
He grips her hand and she covers her face. Later, Terry's searching through the cabinet.
He seems quite happy.
Oh,
He's getting changed. What are you doing?
oh, I was looking for a drink after that little lot. I need one.
Well, there isn't any, I told you.
Well, there must be something here. What's this?
Fig and prune social wine. Oh, that was left over from last year's wine tasting, remember?
Fig and prune social one? Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, minute. Oh.
Terry, I've just thought of something. How can you do the church service tomorrow if you're looking after his nibs?
Oh, I've worked that out. I've just got time to drop him at the airport and scoot back to St. Mark's to hand out the hymn books. Now, the problem is, what are we going to do with him tonight? What did you get for supper?
Oh, that's all right. I've got the perfect answer.
Great. What?
I found a box of dates left over from Christmas.
June!
I'm not serious. I've got some steak.
Oh, good. Then what do we do?
Let's see what's on the telly.
Oh, yeah.
History of the early Christian church.
No.
Pig farming in East Anglia.
No.
There must be a film on somewhere.
Oh, that's a good idea. They probably don't have many films out there. What is it?
Lawrence of Arabia. No. We could always play Trivial Pursuit.
Not with him, you won't.
June! Terry, how do I look?
Oh, good heaven. Well, you look like a normal person.
You look very nice, Your Highness.
I hope so, June. Because tonight I have decided I am going to take you both out. And we will have lots of fun, yes?
Yeah, thank you very much.
In the meantime, how about a drink?
Oh, yes, of course. Tea, coffee.
Gin, scotch.
Well, perhaps you'd like to try this, Your Highness. It's a locally produced wine. It's a little young, perhaps, but it is quite active when it gets going. And it has a certain je ne sais quoi.
Thank you.
The prince sips the wine and his eyes bulge.
By the beard of the prophet.
I see you noticed it.
Well, why don't you two go and get ready?
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
And June, please, wear something more revealing.
Yes, Your Highness.
Bowing, June joins Terry in the hallway.
Does he mean more revealing?
Well, something with a bit of oomph.
Terry, I'm not going to make a spectacle of myself just for him.
But June, Sir Dennis.
Or Sir Dennis.
But look, June, everything the prince says goes. And if it doesn't, I go.
Oh, all right then. I'll see what I can dig out.
I'll get dressed and see what I can hold in.
Wearing blazer and tie, the prince has another glass of homemade wine.
Shan't be long now, Your Highness.
That's quite all right, Terry.
It's just June, you see. She can't decide what to wear. You know what wives are like.
Yes, I do indeed.
I bet he does. He probably got 10 of those. I don't know where he gets the energy. Whiz!
June's wearing a revealing pink outfit.
Well, how do I look?
God, that's awful.
Thanks a lot. That's a big help.
But I mean, you can't go out like that, June.
Why not? It's revealing, isn't it? I'm only doing this to save your job, you know.
Yes, I know, but I mean, not like that. I mean, it looks so cheap.
Oh, it looks cheap, does it?
Yes, cheap. Where on earth did you get it from?
You gave it to me. The last time I wore this dress, you couldn't wait to get me out of it.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get you out of it now. Making something more suitable.
Suitable? Then you do think I'm too old for it?
No, of course I don't. No, it's not me. I mean, I think you look ravishing, wonderful. I mean, as young as ever.
Really?
Terribly, really, yes. But I mean, it's him. I mean, these Arab chappies, I mean, they like their women covered up. I mean, they're rolled up in dark cloth, their women are. I mean, get a bunch of them together and they look like a drawer full of socks. He won't like you in that, honest.
Why don't we ask him? If he says he hates it, I'll change, okay?
But, June, he's a polite man. He won't say he hates it. He won't say a word. He'll be struck dumb.
Ah, so you are ready. June, Please, turn round. Oh, it's ravishing. Gorgeous. You look so young. Oh, come. I will be a proud man at your side tonight.
Strap down, eh?
Terry knocks back some wine.
Sir Dennis?
Where are you? Where's the prince?
I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise in this pub, and...
Pub? With the prince? Are you out of your mind? What made you do a stupid thing like that?
He did.
Well, in that case, it's probably a very good idea.
But he's drinking quite a bit.
Drinking? That'd be ridiculous. He doesn't drink.
Well, I know that, but right at this moment, he's knocking back double whiskies and smoking a huge cigar and trying to look down the front of June's dress.
Just make sure that he gets everything he wants.
I know what he's asking for.
Know what I mean? Whatever the prince wants, he gets.
Yeah, but supposing he gets into trouble?
Well, if he does, you take the blame. You understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We were hoping that you might join us and give us a hand with him.
Oh, no. It's quite out of the question. I'm far too tied up.
Business, I suppose.
Oh, I'm watching Lawrence of Arabia on television.
I think we should leave now.
No, June, I am enjoying it here. I wish to stay.
I really think we should leave, Terry.
June, the prince is our guest. If he wants to stay, we stay.
Yes. You know the big chap in the leather jacket playing darts?
Oh, yeah, Muscles Mahan.
Yes, well, the prince has just put his cigar out in Muscles Mahan's pint.
Ah, well, I think perhaps on second hand, we ought to go.
Right! Which one of you two put their cigar out in my beer?
Terry ponders, then slowly puts the phone down.
It was me.
Terry?
You?
Oh, dear. Me.
In the car,
Oh, it's broken.
No, it's not broken. You can't have a broken ear. Just a bit bent.
It's got to swell up. It'll be twice the size of the other one.
Always was a bit bigger.
It was not.
Where are we going now, Terry?
Home. You may not like Lawrence of Arabia, but at least you won't put your cigar out in his beer.
It is so young. And you are so beautiful. I know what we will do tonight.
What?
We will go to a club. Yes, June?
Terry?
Whatever the prince wants, he gets.
the prince walks into a cocktail bar and grins.
Now this is the place I have been looking for. Come in. This is where everybody comes to have fun.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
I like it. It is so, what is that English word?
Scruffy.
Yes. I think this is the place you can pick things up, yeah?
Wouldn't be at all surprised.
No, girls, I mean. This is the place you come to pick up girls, yes?
Your Highness, I mean, this is Britain. I mean, you just can't pick up girls just like that. I mean, they won't just come running when you whistle.
Oh, I don't know.
No, June, please. I mean, you know, if you want to approach somebody, you have to do it with dignity, subtlety, and finesse.
Dignity, subtlety, and finesse. I understand, yes.
Ow!
What's the matter, darling?
One of these two men pinched my bottom.
No, it was a mistake.
You're telling me it was a mistake. Which one of you two did it, then?
Smiling, the prince looks away casually.
Oh, dear.
Terry walks up to the big man.
Me.
Sitting at a table, the prince whispers in June's ear and she laughs. Terry comes over.
Guess how many camels I'm worth, Terry?
Go on, how many?
50. That's how many the prince said he'd give for me. 50 camels.
50 rubbish. You have to haggle with this sort of person. She's worth more than 50 camels, mate.
Oh, thank you, darling.
How many camels do you think she is worth, Terry?
100 camels at the very least.
Oh, Terry.
I could perhaps go to 65.
No, not really enough, no.
My final offer, 70.
Done!
Do you mind? I am not for sale.
Of course you're not, June.
But we have agreed the price.
Well, I mean, it was a joke.
A joke? Now, you listen to me, my friend. If you back out of this deal now, I will be most displeased with you and your company.
Now, you listen to me, Sunshine. Julie's my wife, and I'm not allowed to sell her, and I wouldn't even if I could, even for a million camels.
Oh, Terry.
And another thing, I don't care if I lose my job or the contract, as long as I don't lose my wife. And if you don't take your hands off her, I shall thump you on the ear twice as hard as those fellas thumped mine.
Terry, you are an Arab.
How dare you?
You know, I thought you were just another weak-kneed Englishman, subservient and fawning like Sir Dennis.
Sir Dennis, fawning?
And when you allowed yourself to be struck on the ear by those men, I thought, this man is a fool.
So did I.
But now I see you for what you truly are. A man. Like me. And for that reason, I will sign the contract. But I will tell Sir Dennis that I signed the contract because of your courage and not because of his fawning. And may I also say, you are very fortunate to have such a beautiful wife. No wonder you would not let her go for 50 camels.
No, indeed. After all, I hadn't seen the camels, had I?
Later, outside the house, June opens the back door of the car.
Try to bring yourselves in safely. I'll go and put the kettle on.
Terry and the prince stagger out drunkenly. The prince points over at Mr. Dobson's house.
Ah, the garden of your neighbor.
Yeah.
He has a lovely garden, Terry.
Yeah.
It is a nicer garden than yours.
But don't keep on about it, mate.
It is wrong. He should not have a nicer garden than my friend Terry's.
Yeah, it's just that blasted bush.
The peacock. Yes.
Where you going, mate? Your Highness, come out of there.
The prince picks up the garden shears.
If my friend Terry has no peacock, then no man will have a peacock.
Hey, boy. Oh, Lord, no.
With one big snip, the prince chops the peacock down. He smiles at Terry as Mr. Dobson comes out in his pyjamas and dressing gown. Mr. Dobson slowly paces over to them and looks down at the cut-down peacock.
All right. Which one of you two did that?
Terry makes to step forward, but the prince stops him and steps forward himself.
It was me. I did it. So, which ear do you wish to hit me on?
Neither. Thank you.
Dobson punches him in the face and Terry grimaces.
Good morning, Your Highness. How is your eye this morning?
I will wear it as a badge of pride and a reminder that I do not drink.
It is a shame you have to leave so soon.
I wish to thank you for your hospitality, and especially for breakfast this morning. Tell me, from which animal comes this meat called bacon?
It comes from a Sainsbury.
That is good. I have a little gift for you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Bless you.
A tissue. Well, you see, I remember.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's a fantastic jewel.
Yes, you wear it in your navel.
Where else?
I have also given a gift to Terry, and I have asked him to wear it for me when he drives me to the airport. Here he comes now.
Terry comes downstairs wearing a full sheikh's outfit, complete with headscarf and dagger.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Terry, you can't go out like that. Whatever will the neighbours say?
Never mind the neighbours. What am I going to say at St. Mark's when I start handing round the hymn books?
ITFC audio description.
We take our usual trip over to Aidensfield and someone is acting a little bizarre. Heartbeat is next.